Good evening,
Hello.
everybody. Hello,
Evening.
friends.
Evening.
Evening.
Sorry, I'm in my PJs, but I'm not well. So I've
You
got my
don't have to
jams on.
apologise, Jean. You
No,
don't have to
no,
apologise, darling.
no, not at all. Not at all. And I'm sure everybody will send you their love and their healing, darling.
I will. Would Leslie
Absolutely.
like to come on and give hand? I've noticed Leslie's on.
She can if she wants to, Leslie. If you want to come on and join us, you can, sweetheart.
Because I might
Just
be
let
no
me
good,
know,
Leslie.
Nicola.
Oh, and Nicola's on as well. And you, Nicola.
Oh, I can't see Nicola.
Nicola Goodson.
Yeah, I can't see her on the
Yeah,
list.
she's
So.
watching. She will do.
Oh, right. Okay. Bless. Well, thank you, everybody. I hope you're all feeling a bit warmer than I am today. It's freezing down here on the coast.
I can
I
imagine.
know I've got the heating on, but it's still cold.
When your caravan's warm, when you've got heating on.
It's just me. I'm cold. I've got cold bones. Hello from Dublin.
Oh, I bet it's cold there.
Oh. Yes. Hello to Dublin.
Yes.
Yeah, absolutely.
Lovely. Beautiful part of the world. And Karen Margaret Kelly says, yes, it's bitter. And
Can you
Claire Louise
imagine?
Chapman in Blackpool.
Oh, I bet it's cold there as well.
Oh, good old Black Puddle.
Black Puddle with Illumination
Puddle.
who are getting Arts Council money for the first time.
Yes,
Oh,
they
are
are. Yeah. Because they hardly had them on last year. They only had them on at the weekend. They didn't have one during the week.
I used to love Blackpool Illuminations when I was a kiddie.
Yeah, I did. Oh dear. Well, thank you for everybody for joining us on this Friday evening. It'll be the standard layout. We'll open in prayer. We'll have a bit of Pam's poetry, I've no doubt.
Yes, still writing. Still writing.
That's
just
fine.
finished, actually.
And then we'll throw it over to Spirit and see what Spirit wants us to do, as we always do. So, yes, Withernsea is so cold. You are right, because we're just round the corner in Tunstall, Karen. We're around the corner in Tunstall, and yes, it's chilly bones. Oh dear.
Dexter, if the dog starts barking, it's the fireworks.
That's where I've just said our Alfie's already carrying off. And he's on them. Well, he's on strong medication, diazepam, and he's still carrying off.
Yeah.
Oh, bless him.
But I'm glad I've paid for it. I'd pay more if it worked.
Yeah.
Oh dear, I don't know. Right, let's get us up on here.
Okay. Okay, everybody. I will open in prayer, and then we will follow with the Lord's Prayer. So, could we just blend our energies together, please? Great Spirit, Father, Mother, God, as we come before you tonight to share this time with the world of spirit, I ask that the guides and inspirers for Jean, Irene, and myself step forward to support us and to guide us through this short service. As always, we promise that everything we do tonight will be done with love, truth, and honesty in our hearts. And at the end of this evening, we will hand back to you all which is rightfully yours with love, honour, and glory. Amen.
Amen.
Our Father, who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done, on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our trespasses, as we forgive those who trespass against us. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom, the power, and the glory, forever and ever. Amen.
Amen.
Thank you, Maureen.
Yes, our Jean's not very well, is she? Bless her.
No.
Right. I've been sent this, but it's not signed. So I thought I'd read it out tonight. Let me put my light up so I can see. I think it's called Born in the 50s, I think. Sometimes her sad reflections takes her by surprise. Just an ordinary lady on the street. Not a woman you'd remember should she ever catch your eye. The kind that you forget if you should meet. But if you get to know her, she'll invite you in for tea and make a pot the good old-fashioned way. The chair sat by her window is comfortable and warm, a lovely way to spend a rainy day. If you ask about the future, you will hear her talk about her past. She'll tell you she really was pretty in her prime. She'll praise her Geordie family and how they grew so fast and how they keep in touch when they have time. No one loved her like in novels. No one took her breath away. And she doesn't think that hearts can truly dance. And as she fiddles with her hair on fading afternoons, she knew deep down she never had the chance. When did friends just turn into memories and her solitude a cell, and regrets replacing hopes to fill her head, and books to share her sadness as she thought back through the years and cried inside her lonely double bed? He tries to have the sweeping done before she comes inside. She always there by 20 after 3. Your shop's so nice and clean, she said. It made him glow with pride, and he hoped she might invite him back for tea. The shop closed down in 63. They were destroying Naysholes then. Her auburn hair more silver every day. And on a sunny winter's morning back in 1969, my mother died and took my heart away.
Oh, Irene, that's really different. Who wrote that?
It's not signed. It was just sent to me and it wasn't signed. So
Oh,
I
that's a
thought,
shame.
well, I thought, isn't that beautiful?
It is.
And
Really
it's
different, yeah.
well, it's appropriate because my mum was a Geordie, born and bred. So Geordie family and that, and she had a lot of family up there. So, but I thought that to be something
Lovely.
different for us. So
It is different, really different.
yeah. So if anybody gets any poems and they want to send them to me, I'll gladly have a look at them. And if I think they're okay, I'll read them out.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
that's good.
Poems, readings.
Yeah.
Yeah, even readings, it doesn't have to be a poem.
No, readings, prayers, anything. We accept anything as long as they're nice and clean and not too rude.
I'm glad you said not too rude. Not too rude.
Not
Michael,
too.
be quiet.
Yeah. Jess Rayner, you're not late. You're here when you're meant to be. That's what we always say.
Thank you, Lorraine.
I went and did Jamroz on Wednesday, and Lisa Scott was there, who watches, and I think it's Karen and Storm Cleal, and it was absolutely lovely to meet people face to face. It was really lovely. And everybody there said you two were missed. So
I would have gone, Tony, if I could have. You know, I would.
You were in no
We'd
condition.
We'd planned shutting Caravan up, didn't we? And we didn't get.
No, you didn't, darling.
And
but
everybody,
wait for another day.
Everybody sent their love to you all.
I know they did, and thank you.
Bless. Oh, excuse me. It's all chests today, isn't it? I mean, Michael's still coughing and barking, and you are. Jean, me.
Oh,
yeah, my chest ain't brilliant. And settling on my chest.
There's only Irene that's the fitting amongst us all.
Well, I'm not so sure about that. Putting up with what I've got to put up with, Tony, but I'll go with it.
Irene will be more insane.
Yeah, no,
I think I have to be.
with what Irene's going through, and I think, you know, when her time does come and she transitions over, she'll get the biggest halo, the biggest set of wings.
Oh, bless you.
The highest cloud.
Only if you two come and join me.
Not just yet.
No, you know what?
But I will. I'll be there.
Let's put it another way. I would make room for my best friends.
Oh, bless you. Bless.
Well, that's nice.
Jess Rayner's partner's got man flu. That's been scientifically proven to be a thing. Man flu. It has.
Oh, Kelly, yeah, I'm okay, darling. I've just got a few little problems at home.
Yeah.
Well, Ed's daddy's little, so we could go with that.
Yeah. we'll leave
Yeah.
it there for now. We'll leave it there.
Yes.
But gosh, love you. Like we always say, if anybody's got any questions, comments, topics they want to talk about, feel free to drop them in the comment section below.
Excuse me. Oh, my sit straight a bit.
Oh, lovely ceiling, Jean.
I know, I'm trying to move about so my back's better. Have we had Nicola or Leslie say if they'd like to come on?
No, not yet. Not yet.
It is something serious, Kelly, but it's it's something that I've got to put up with at the moment. So, but it's serious, but it's not me. It's my father-in-law. So, but we'll leave it there.
Yeah. Bless him.
I know what I'd like to bless him with.
I was going to say, I don't think Irene wants to bless him.
No.
But as you say, patience is a virtue.
Love and light, Irene. Love and light.
Yeah, definitely.
Oh dear.
Don't you pull out your gorgeous, naturally purple hair?
Okay, Tony, just for you.
Yeah. Because you know what I like with purple.
Yes. Yes, I like my purple hair. I do.
Yeah. Okay.
Right.
Oh, Kelly.
Oh, dear me. I'm sorry if I'm yawning.
Oh, never mind, Kelly.
We'll include you in our prayers.
In his prayers and in our healing book.
Oh, Leslie is in the car. Oh, well, never mind.
Oh, Leslie, what are you doing in the car?
Well, I don't want to know.
She'll be delivering food. I'd have thought. Bless her.
With
Adrian.
Yes, with her hubby.
Adrian. God love him.
Hello, Matthew.
Hello, darling.
Hello, Matthew. How are you, darling?
Hello, Matthew. Roger's come back from Australia, Matthew. I know he's not Canada, but he's been up today.
How is he?
Rusty. He's absolutely shattered. He says, I need an holiday to get over an holiday. They've had him here, there and everywhere.
Well, they said they would. They said they would.
Yeah, and he's enjoyed it.
On and off. It's when you think
the rain spots.
But you think he's not been with his family for such a long time, and they all got different ways, aren't they, and different little quirks. And when you're living with somebody all the time for 8 weeks and you don't really know them like you thought you did, so there's been odd things.
I think we're all
okay,
fine. Matthew. Jean's got a PJs on, especially for you, Matthew.
I have, Matthew. I'll not show you what's underneath my little jacket, though.
No, please don't, Jean. We'll get bored. We all seem to be suffering with our chests at the moment, Matthew, but we'll get there.
Matthew, we need it rubbing, darling. Yes, we all, not just us. We, Tony, we all need it.
We all, Tony, all of us, all three of us, Tony. Have you got healing hands, Matthew? Very nice.
Oh, he likes me PJs. Look, there, look, Matthew. All waiting for you, sweetheart.
Mm-hmm.
Oh dear.
And you can bring Floozy and Rebecca, is it, with you?
Yeah. And of course, we can't forget Etienne. He's got to come as well.
Well, yeah. If it needs
Matthew, it's come to the stage where, sweetheart, I will kick my husband out of the back room for you, seeing as my little room now is a train set room.
We're supposed to be doing this.
We are. Let's get on and see what the world of spirit wants.
Go on then.
I love that, Jean. What's my little bedroom now? It's a train set.
It looked lovely till it got knocked to pieces.
Who knocked it to pieces? Was it Cohen?
No, Stuart, Annie. A bed what should be a bed what's an half bed because he had to cut it because it won't fit in the other way.
Oh, all of us will come and give us all massages, Matthew said. Oh,
yes, please.
Fabulous.
Get me on that plane, Matthew, because I'll be in prison if I don't soon. We might be.
Oh. I thought he said he was coming here.
He is. He's coming over.
Yeah. So he can have 1 day with Tony, 1 day with you, and 3 days with me.
Matthew, I'd come to you to keep me out of prison, love.
Oh.
Anybody offering for a little one for a few days before I do time?
I'll come and visit you, Jean.
Yeah, I'll come to you, Jean. Well, it's with great vibrations. Do you want to come and join us, Matthew? On here, I mean. See what you started, Jean. See what you started. Come out from under there. I'm talking to the dog. Come out.
Oh, bless.
Oh, there's no fireworks. Move.
Now, Jean. Even Andrea's at it now, saying she's got a spare room for Matthew.
No, for me. Jean? She's got a spare bed for me.
No, I think she's got a spare bed for Matthew. But
it'd be for Matthew.
Matthew's coming to us.
It will. It'll be Matthew.
Yeah.
All right. Okay. Has anybody got any messages and links?
Right. Can I just ask one thing? Are you going to disappear tonight, Tony? Because last on Monday, Jean and I were sat here talking to ourselves.
I don't know. Fingers crossed. Fingers crossed.
Right. Okay. Oh, Matthew. Just woke up. Oh, dearie me. I don't know.
And Floozy woke him up by trying to pull his eyelids open by the eyelash. Floozy is a budgerigar, just in case anybody's worried about Matthew being abused by somebody.
Yeah.
Good evening, Mario.
Hi, Mario. Sorry, we're just having a moment, us three tonight.
We are being very
Why
silly.
not? Why not? Being very silly, but it raises the vibrations.
It does. Like I said, has anybody got a link that they would like to give off?
Have you, Jean?
I thought you were going to first, because I said I was just going to sit here nice and pretty in my pajamas tonight.
All right.
Okay. Oh, hi,
well, unless something does come through.
Oh, dear. You okay? And then screech and say, are you okay? Oh, at least he's worried about you, Matthew.
Yeah.
Well, I've got a gentleman.
Go on then, Tony.
I've got a gentleman, and he's called Michael, and he's just lying over there. No, I've got a gentleman that's connecting with me. And this gentleman, as he's connecting with me, is coming through with quite a calm energy, quite a peaceful energy. He's making me want to open my arms and gather the family in. So I know while he was on Earth, he would have been a very family orientated chap. I don't feel I pass at a great age. I don't think I go like to my late 70s, 80s. I'm younger than that with him. And I've got reflux, so I know there would have been an issue with the stomach digestive system. I'm not saying that was his transition condition, but I do know he would have had issues with acid reflux, because I can taste those chalky, like Gaviscon type tablets. So I know he would have eaten those.
You can get them, can't you, what you chew, yeah.
Yeah.
You've got two, Tony.
Claire and Deborah, it sounds like with you. Okay, well, listen in then. Also, this guy, as he's connecting with me, he wants me to pull from my heart. So I know that he was a very warm, loving man while he was on Earth's side of life. And I'm oh God, something Jean said's resonating in my head about trains. So I don't know if he worked on trains or he liked trains, or he converted the spare room into a train set room. To make
I should do.
And threatened to paint nice solid wood furniture white to make it match with everything else. But anyway, and then got buried under the patio.
Is this happening?
Right, Deborah says his dad worked on trains, and Claire says he likes train sets.
All right, okay. Right, so we've got a bit of a split link thing going on here at the minute.
Yep.
Okay. Somebody here must be having issues with the neck, because this side of my neck is really stiff and sore. So there's this issue going on. So I want to give healing for that. So I know it's this side, not t'other, because t'other side don't need healing, do they? So,
no.
But somebody's like, I don't know if this is a trapped nerve or what this is, but it's like back of my neck down and into my shoulder. You and your neck, Deborah. Okay, sweetheart, you still listening then? And Claire, you still listening as well? I need to acknowledge the 28th of a month. So 27th, 28th, 29th, but around there would be significant. And also a quick passing. I need to acknowledge a quick passing. Not necessarily this gentleman's, but around the family there will be the quick passing. Okay. I want to acknowledge the younger person. So if I'm on a family tree, I've dropped down a generation. So child, nephew, niece, that level for you. And say there's somebody who's now comfortable in their skin. I don't know what was going on with them, but they're now, it's like we found ourselves. Does that make sense for you, please? Okay. Your daughters now. It's as if I was lost and confused, but now I'm more comfortable than I was, if I can say it that way. All right. I know we've been talking about up north, but I'm going north. There's connections north. So either there's family that live up in the north of the country, or we travel a lot to the north of the country. I know, Claire, you've just moved north to Blackpool, but this feels further north than that, sweetheart. I'm going way past. So, all right, bless you. Whatever you've done recently, I've got to put a thumbs up for, because it's about time. And it's like there's a fog lifting or a dark cloud lifting around you as well that I need to acknowledge. Okay. The month of March I need to acknowledge as well, and the month of June I need to acknowledge. So as they're giving me that, they're starting to pull back from me a bit. So I will leave the love of spirit with you, and I've got to leave you with what looks like an old-fashioned military cap badge or something like that. It's like I can't even say what it is, but it's a brass or bronze or something, and it's about 1.5 inches, 2 inches long, and it looks like the old military cap badges that they used to put in their berets. Why that's significant, I don't know, but I'm not meant to know. But I will leave the love of spirit with you and say God bless. And thank you so much for working with me.
Thank you. I've got a very small lady, I've got to be honest. I don't think, I'd be shocked if she's connected to yours, Tony, but this lady's not very tall at all, only small in build, and she's sat in a chair, and I don't know, she's talking about an hospice, a nursing home, so I don't know if she went into a nursing home at the latter end, because she said I got very confused. So I don't normally get Alzheimer's and dementia, it's usually Tony and Irene. No. But I do feel this lady I'm not saying it's that condition, but I do feel this lady would have been very forgetful prior to her end. I know that she lived to a nice age. I'm not saying she went into her 90s, but she lived to a nice age. And she's showing me a photo where she sat in a chair. And I don't know if it's daughter, granddaughter, or someone's either sat on the arm of the chair or they just stood at the side of the chair. I'm not sure, but she's showing me this. And she would be one of the... Have we got, is it Deborah?
We've got Jan Driver, possibly my mum. Deborah Adams' mum went into a nursing home till the end.
Please listen then, because this lady's coming through, and I know she's here. She would have been a lovely, I've got to say, a lovely, sweet old lady, and that's how I'm going to say it, because she ain't got a rotten bone in her body. She just hasn't. And I know it wasn't an illness that ended took her, but she started going frail a while before the end. So I do know that she started going a bit frail, bless her, beforehand. Things started, she's just said to me, things started to give in with age, and I got creaky bones. So I do know she was that type of lady as well. She's wanting to wish somebody an happy birthday. So I do know we're looking at a birthday within this month. We're still in November now, aren't we?
Mm-hmm. 4th of November.
Fireworks, obviously. So I do know that this month would be a lot, because she's telling me there's a birthday, which is important, sweetheart. I know she's just saying sweetheart to me, bless her. So she's just saying that. And she's also just given me a birthday. Yeah, I know, a birthday cake. It's all right. She's just telling me to move. She's giving me a birthday cake as well. So I don't know if that's a special birthday or she would have made cakes. I'm not sure, but she's giving me that as well. Thank you, Jan. Thank you. As she's coming in. I know this lady, bless her, as she's talking here, I don't know that she would have had quite a lot of photos, the old photos. So I'm going back when she was young as well. And what she's showing me is a biscuit tin. You know, like the big biscuits tin you used to get when we were kids. She would have had some photos in a big biscuit tin. So I know this lady would have had photos, and she keeps telling me, yeah, one of these big biscuit tins. So I know there's some old photos in there. And she's also still making reference, all right, sweetheart, to where somebody would have had, now we are going back here, where somebody would have a projector where they had slides. That's right.
Oh, yeah, mm-hmm. It is, yeah.
So she's talking about that. So that's bringing memories in as well. Okay, she's fetching that as a memory. Can I just say she's wanting to bring love to the person who this is connected to at the moment down here, because they're going through a bit of a roughy patch. I've got to say it that way. That things aren't quite running smooth for them at the moment, but she's saying they will get over it. That's fine, Jess, darling. It's nice when people just say that it is not for them, and then we know we're going down that right avenue. So I appreciate it. But if you can take some of the other people who's come out, take what you can of that other, all right? And she's showing me that, and she's just telling me that at the moment, bless her, that there's someone on the earth plane at the moment what's needing a bit of love, she's telling me, as they're a bit under the weather, I'm going to put it that way. And she's just saying it's because we're running up to Christmas. So I don't know if she's talking about Christmas means something to the family, and that's why this time of year they're not quite well because of Christmas. I'm not quite sure, but she's fetching me that in. Okay. She's also saying quickly, I know, darling, quickly she's telling me that she would have had a necklace. Now I know it's either a pearl necklace or something very similar to a pearl necklace. And I'm also, she's saying she would have had the earrings. She would have had the earrings to match. I've also got to give her St. Christopher, because she's giving me a gold St. Christopher, and also a locket. So I don't know, this lady would have had them type of jewellery. And in the locket would have been a photo, but she's also telling me that there would have been a lock of hair or something as well. Andrea, you can take that. Thank you, sweetheart.
Yeah.
And so can Irene.
So she's making reference to that lock of hair. Oh, sorry, Irene, I didn't hear you. I do apologise.
No, it's all right, my darling. It's absolutely fine. I'd rather somebody else had it, but it sounds like my grandma.
Now, this may split up a little bit then, because what she's showing me, I've got a little white envelope.
A little white.
I think we're going to lose Jean. White envelope, I think she was going to say. But No, it looks like she's gone. And then she's going to come back and tell us we were frozen and not her.
Right, okay. Because I can take all the projector and everything.
Yeah.
So
Jean sometimes does this. She freezes at about 7:30.
Or she disappears completely.
Yes, and then she comes back in and
carries on as if she hadn't gone anywhere.
Yeah. Oh, there we go.
Right, there she goes. And it's 7:31. 7:31.
Yeah.
Right. Hi, Vicky. Right, okay. Shall I carry on, Tony?
Yep. If you've got something, you give it off, Flower Pot.
Yeah, okay. All I've got at the moment is somebody singing Scottish Soldier. There was a soldier, a Scottish soldier. And this gentleman, he played the bagpipes because I can see him. He was quite tall, quite broad, and he was in the band. Here she is.
Oh, I've whiffed it. I do apologise.
Can you carry on?
Can I just finish?
Yeah.
I don't know what happened. We all frozen and I just cut off. She's telling me that she's still got some baby things, and she's showing me a little white envelope where I would have got some, you know, when you lose your baby teeth and Tooth Fairy comes. So that would have been important. So whatever this is, you will understand where this is. Okay. And she's giving me the spring month, so I'm going March and April because they're the spring flowers. She's just taking me to those, and she's telling me that pink, she would like pink. So I hope, because I know Irene started with her message because I got cut off again.
It's fine,
so I
darling.
hope whoever it's, can you understand it all, Andrea, darling? I do apologise for getting cut off, but I will leave it there. But can I please just say that she's coming with a lot of love, and she's saying my heart's as big as a bucket. So she's giving you so much love, darling, that she couldn't give you no more. She says, and I've got to give you a teddy with a love heart. I've seen these, you know, teddy where you get that red love heart on a teddy.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And it says, I love you or something. Yeah. I've got to give you one of them, darling. I don't know if you've got one, but if not, then I'm giving you one from this lady. Thank you, Andrea. And I'll say a night, sweetheart, and let Irene carry on with hers. Thank you. Everyone else.
That's all right. Like I was saying, I've got the song, The Scottish Soldier, and it's got all his uniform on, and he's talking about the Black Watch, and he's talking about the song Mull of Kintyre. So I know there's a Scottish connection, and I know that he was in the military. Excuse me. He had a problem with the throat area, and he found it hard to breathe towards the end. So he was struggling for breath. So I don't know if this heart and lungs, or if it's an asthma or thyroid or something like that, but it's all in the throat area. He's quite upset with somebody down here on Earth Plane because there's been some sort of split or some sort of argument in the family, and what he's saying is it's not being resolved, and it should be, because your family and it's blood. He's also taking me out into the countryside where he used to live, but he's not telling me whereabouts he used to live. Come on, sweetheart. He's showing me the medals that he got on his uniform, and he was very proud that he played in the military band, and he played the bagpipes. So can anybody take this gentleman, please? He's a lovely lad.
There's not been anything in the comments yet, Irene.
Oh, hang on a minute. Let me see if I can get any more out of him. Right. Come on then, sweetheart, show me. He did volunteer in later life for the Mountain Rescue. He did volunteer for the Mountain Rescue. So it's talking about the Cairngorms as well. So we're way up, aren't we? Because that's where they do the skiing around there, isn't it? So if there's nobody that can take him, I'll ask him to stand to one side. I had this the other night. Nobody wants to talk to me. Right, okay, come on then. Right, the only other thing that is giving me some rosary beads. So I know there would be Catholic in the family somewhere, and he had a very deep faith. Right, Kelly, understand. Right, okay. Can you take the Scottish connection, Kelly? No, I'm going to ask him to. Yeah, might be the dad's side.
Might be dad's side, but.
Well, I'll just say good night and God bless to him and ask him to move on and hope it
Let someone
might be
else come in.
that's not on. Yeah, it might be for somebody else.
Oh, there is a Scottish connection.
Right, okay. Right, let me see. Because sometimes they come round in roundabout ways, don't they?
They do, yeah.
Right, okay. Somebody in the family has got a child spirit side, sweetheart, that wasn't very long on Earth plane. But I'm going back with this, and I'm going back. Oh gosh, you wouldn't remember him probably, Kelly. I'm going back to pounds, shillings, and pence, the imperial money that we had. I can do. My cousin was killed climbing in the Right. Okay, Kerry. I've got Kelly and Kerry. Right. Okay. Taking the Scottish connection, cousin was killed climbing in the Cairngorms. Well, that would tie in.
Can they take it all? Or
just can bits? You take it all, Kerry, or is it just that bit?
Just the latter bit.
Kelly says there are a few children in the spirit world.
Right. Okay. Well, both of you listen in, and I'll see what his comfort is. Wanting to talk about this in the family. Kelly, I know that you can take the split in the family. Can you, Kerry, please? Because he's saying that what we need to do is you need to get together and sort it out, or whoever is involved with it. They need to get together and sort it out. And they're his words, not mine. Stop acting like children and grow up.
Well,
just that latter bit. He was only in when he passed. Okay, sweetheart. Right. So it might not be for you then. Right, Kelly. There's a huge fit in the family. Right. Okay. You would understand then, Kelly, why he's while he's telling me that this is getting you down. This is really getting you down, sweetheart. This split in the family. I'm sorry, I can't tell you, brother, that, sweetheart. You'll have to pass the message on yourself. I can't work miracles, darling. I'm sorry. But it's just a case of getting together and sorting it out. That's all, sweetheart. And, just, yeah, it's really getting you down, this, sweetheart. I know it is, because he's telling me. And you would understand depression as well, sweetheart, because my head's going black on one side. Bye-bye, Matthew. Right. He's also talking about a dog spirit side as well. He's not showing me the dog. I don't know what breed it is, but he says there's a dog spirit side, and the dog comes round you, sweetheart, because when a dog comes round you, it's for loyalty and comfort and to let you know that they're there. Right. Okay. Anything else, sweetheart? He's talking about somebody's got either a silver or a gold bracelet, and this would be a gentleman's bracelet, one of those that you have your name engraved on.
Oh,
but he's
ID
not
bracelet.
Telling me his name. Yeah, an ID bracelet. Thank you, Tony. He's not telling me his name, and he's not showing what the name is on it, sweetheart. But he comes around you, Kelly, with all his love, sweetheart. And at the moment, he's holding you up, darling. And I'm going to leave it there and say good night and God bless. And we'll put you in our healing books, darling.
Yes, definitely will.
Okay. Oh, good evening, dear. Jane. Have you got anything, Tony?
I've got that vagueness I get when I get a dementia or stroke condition, but that's not much use without the information behind it.
You're welcome, Kelly. You're very welcome.
But I know whatever this is must have been down the left-hand side of the body, because I've got pins and needles all the way down and down my arm. So this is a yes, I think I know who it is, Kelly. It's our Kelly from Parkgate Church.
Kelly Kendrick.
Yeah.
She's gone back to her. She's gone back to her name then, or she?
Yeah, Kelly Toyne.
Or has she done something what she hasn't kept us in the loop?
Probably.
But anyway, I've got this stroke condition down the left-hand side of my body, and I'm connecting around a lady's energy with this, and I'm coming through with a strong maternal energy, so mum, grandma, and I'm coming through with a recent passing, which I know I normally go back 5 years, but I'm only going back 2 or 3 with this, so I'm doing more of a genes recent than my recent. I'm also getting I wish you would take this off me because I can't think straight.
Ask him to step back, Tony.
I am. But
step back, darling.
It's just really strong energy, really strong energy. So yeah, she's yeah. Okay, and I'm getting a Joyce or a Joy connection around this as well. And I'm not saying that's her name, but it's just a name that's come through. And I'm also getting the month of April has been significant for something at the moment. And come on. The month of April, you gave me that. I've got daffodils, I've got tulips, and I've got freesia. So I'm getting the spring type flowers that are coming through, which are new energy, new growth for me as well. So wherever this is, there must be new growth, new starts, new energies going on.
Ralph, Caroline Jane can take it, Tony.
Oh, Caroline, you can take this, can you, darling? Okay. Her name is Joyce. Oh, your daughter's expecting in April.
Oh, congratulations.
Oh,
congrats. And Deborah, your mother-in-law had a stroke. And you know a Joyce, she died in April. Okay. Both of you listen up then. You can take this as well, Kelly. Okay. Whoever this is for has something that they need to get off their chest, and it's like I've got something I need to say, but I'm a bit dubious about saying it because it could be like pouring oil on the fire. It could blow things up rather than sort things out. So I know there's this thing about I need to just bite my tongue. I need to bite my tongue. And this lady's saying you can only bite your tongue for so long before you give yourself mouth ulcers and bite through it. So there is going to come a time when whatever needs to be said has to be said. And it's about picking your time and picking your words carefully is what's coming through with that. I'm also getting, I don't know what this is. We're not privy to lots of information. We just get enough to pass on the message. But what I'm getting is there are people who know more than they were letting on, or more than they let on. And it's like she's wagging her finger and saying, for shame, because a lot of stuff could have been avoided if these people had spoken out. I hope this makes sense. I said about dementia, yes, Carolyn. It was either a dementia condition or a stroke condition, and something which affected the left-hand side of the body is what I got. All right. But what I'm getting is if people had I can't say that. The guts, I'll say, she talked about the lower part of the anatomy, particularly on men. The guts to speak out, then a lot of heartache could have been stopped. Okay. All right. I'm seeing a wooden rocking horse. It looks white to me, but it could be grey. A wooden rocking horse. So wherever this is, there's memories of a wooden rocking horse somewhere, and also right, this is really random, and there you go, but this is evidence for you. That's the way they work. I've got a baby's blanket that's come down the family. I don't know if it looks like a blanket. It could be one of Irene's beautiful shawls that she makes, but it could be, but it's something for a baby that's come down the family. You can take the wooden rocking horse, your nan's house when you were a girl, and that was at your Nan Toyn's house. Okay, Kelly and Carolyn, this sounds like
I had a rocking wooden motorbike.
I can't change a horse to a motorbike. I can see its mane and its tail. I'm sorry, Deborah. I'm not saying I wish I could. That's wrong, but I can't change
it. You can't change it, Tony.
I definitely saw a horse because I saw its mane and its tail and the saddle and stirrups. So, all right. But yeah, there's something that's like an heirloom that's come down the family. And I want to say silver rattle. Now, I know you used to buy babies silver for their christening.
Yeah.
So somebody must have got a silver rattle. All right. Okay. I can see a vase with a photograph next to it, and I feel like what she's showing me is that flowers get put in there on birthdays, anniversaries, and Christmas and things like that. And the photograph is of somebody special. I want to acknowledge, I saw this earlier when Jean was giving a message, and I thought it was connected there, but it went away again, but it's come back now. A dressing table, and I can see little silver photo frames with black and white photos in. So this is a memory link again, going back to where I would go into somebody's bedroom and there would be this little dressing table with the silver brush and combs and mirrors and things, and these little silver photo frame, only little dinky ones with photos in them.
Going back with that, Tony.
I know I am. I know I am. Oh yeah, no.
Yeah, you've got to do it, Tony. You can't get out of it. I'm sorry, I shouldn't laugh because I know you don't like it.
Somebody lost their teeth. I got this at Jamro's the other day. Somebody's teeth got lost. They were laid out, and when we went to see them, their teeth weren't in.
Oh, bless.
So,
oh dear.
I don't know if we had to bring spare ones or we had to rummage through and find them, but I know somebody wouldn't have had the teeth when we went to see them, but they had them for the final journey. So I know by the time the funeral came around, we'd found the teeth, everything was sorted, and somebody's hair wasn't right. Somebody's hair wasn't right. So we had to take a brush and comb it back in place because it was either all taken back and we had a little bit of a fringe that we used to have or something, but we pulled the hair right. So I need to leave you with that as well. All right, bless you. As they're pulling their energy back from me, I want to say that my heart's pounding. Somebody's got stress, and we're just saying, take a breath, pull it back, take a breath, and take a break, and new eyes. Look at things with new eyes. Look at things with new eyes is what I'm hearing. All right, so Kelly and Carolyn, if you, as Jean knows, her hair was always done.
It was immaculate.
Okay. Well, take a breath, have a break from stuff, and come back at it fresh. And God bless you. I'll leave their love with you and say God bless. Thank you so much for working with me.
Oh, that was lovely, Tony.
Yeah, it was nice one. Lovely one.
Jean?
Kelly, you know where I am, darling, if you want a cuppa. And I saw that Vicky and Dale were having another baby. This will be 3, bless her. 3 tiny ones.
Oh, bless.
Yeah, all in little, as I call Von Trapp, we're only 3.
Dum. Yeah.
Yeah. Lovely.
Oh dear. You got anything, Jean?
Go on, Irene.
Right. I've got a lady with me. She's a very, very, excuse me, a very nice lady. And she's giving me that nursery rhyme. I'm a little teapot, short and stout. Here's my handle. Here's my spout. So if anybody can, she's ever so nice. She's not very big. I wouldn't say she was petite, but she's not as tall as me.
Nobody's as tall as you, Irene.
Yeah, you are.
Only just.
Can I just say, Stacey is a gnat's bigger than Irene. We measured that at ordination.
Yes.
And she's a bit bigger than you.
Yeah, a bit taller than me. Only by a tad. Her soup's on. So anyway, let me get on with this. I've got this lovely lady here, and she's got a lovely smile on her face, very quietly spoken. And she said, I did put on a bit of weight, but then I lost it again, and I got my slim figure back. And she's she's a lovely lady. She really is. But she's giving me this nursery rhyme because she loved her cup of tea. And before you say anything, Stacey, it's not your grandma, right? Just so you know. The kettle was always on the boil, and every time somebody came through the door, there was a cup of tea in the hand and possibly a biscuit or a cake on the table. She was very house proud, this lady, and she liked everything just so. And I am going back with this because she's calling the front room the front parlour. So that's going out 40s, 50s, isn't it?
Tea leaves.
Tea leaves, yes. Yes, she used to read tea leaves as well. Right, okay. So why have you come, sweetheart? Somebody would have a memory of a round table in the front parlour where they always used to sit and have afternoon tea. Okay. And the room was quite large for those days, but everything was in its place, and woe betide if you went in there and made a mess. And there was a piano in the corner, and somebody used to play the piano. She's also shown me a Bible in a hymn book, so I know that she had a lovely faith, and she used to go when she could every Sunday to church for the Sunday morning service, and she used to help with the church, keeping it clean, doing the flowers, that sort of thing. She didn't want to leave. She got ill, and she sort of passed quite quickly. The way that she's putting it, I didn't hang around. So that's a lovely way to put it. I didn't hang around because I didn't want to be here while I was ill, because I didn't want people waiting on me. So, right, okay. And she always wore gloves. She always wore gloves if she was going out. And if it was summertime, she'd wear those ladies' gloves that my grandma used to wear. Can anybody take this lady, please?
Carolyn Ralph says it's not for her.
No.
And right. Deborah Adams said her mother-in-law always drank it, but she hasn't put anything else in the comments, so I don't know if she's still with you or not.
Right, okay. I'll just try one more thing.
Yeah.
This lady used to knit. She used to knit. She was a very prolific. Dixie, get out the blooming way! Sorry, my dog's cut right under my legs.
It's frightened, bless him, with fireworks.
Yeah, but there's no fireworks going off, Jean. They've stopped.
Oh, there's no fireworks going off. Honestly,
no,
you should come here, Aaron. It's terrible.
So, anyway, and she used to use proper handkerchiefs long before tissues were made. She used to use proper handkerchiefs. I know, poor dog. He is shaking, but there's no fireworks on at the moment.
Mine's terrible.
Yeah, he's started shaking him, under my legs. And she was also She's right, okay. She's giving me the name of Vera, and she's also giving me the name of Violet. Okay, I'm going to ask her to step to one side.
Okay.
Do you know anything I can see with that message, Irene? It's not for me, because my nan and that, both of my nans, you had to be part of family or in crowd before you got a cup of tea. So I know it's not for them. But in the room, I can see, you know, they didn't have a fitted carpet, they had a big rug, you know, and then it was like lino, you know, like lino around the edges.
Yeah.
And that's what I can see with it. And I can see the, you know, the vendor. I call it a vendor, you know, things what went round the fire. So I think I'm looking in the same room as you are, Irene.
Yeah.
But I can see that. And I can see where they would have had the little shovel and coal thing.
Yeah, the little companion set on the side.
Yeah, outside at fire. I can see that. And I know that on the fireplace, they're showing me, you know, where they used to have them brass horse things?
Yes, horse brasses.
I can see them. So you are going back, Irene, because I can see roughly what's in that room.
Yeah, we're going back to sort of 40s, 50s, because that's when the 40s, 50s and 60s was when they had the brasses in the pubs. So
I just know that's what I can see.
Yeah, and I could see the black leaded range, and that's why there was always a cup of tea, because the kettle was always
on a hook above,
above the fire, so it was always hot, so you could just pour it out.
Yeah.
Do you know, it's so funny because I can see the room, Irene. So I've jumped onto your link and I can see that room.
No, that's fine, Ducky, but nobody can.
But you know, instead of just the lacy covers they had over the arms, I've got the crochet where somebody would have crocheted, and I got like crocheted blankets over the back. But I've got a peg rug.
Yeah.
Somebody would have pegged a rug.
I've got the peg rug.
Yeah, the lady.
So we're all going on the same link.
Yeah, it's the actual. It's the knitting, the crocheting, and the peg rug that I was after.
Yeah.
So she did crafts, and she made all her own stuff rather than go and buy. She'd always, because she could afford a little ball of wool to do some crocheting, but she couldn't afford to go and buy a blanket. She was very frugal with the money. She really was, not tight, but very frugal. She didn't spend money willy-nilly. Because you had to be in them days. You had to be.
You did.
And the fire was only lit in the parlour if it was really, really cold or there were special visitors coming.
Yeah.
So
you know, I've just heard the doctor or the priest.
Yeah.
Did you like the fire for the doctor or the priest?
Yeah, when the lady got ill and she couldn't go to church, the vicar or the priest used to come to the house to
communion,
to give a communion, prayers, that sort of thing, and she liked that. So we know who she is, we know what she is, but there's nobody on here.
Carolyn can take bits, I think, but it might be other stuff that we're not sure about. So
I need it really all.
It's funny that we've all jumped in on that same link.
Yeah, so
because we all can see something. Yeah.
But
and one of those lampshades with the fringe on.
Yes.
Hanging low over the table. Hanging low over the table.
I looked up.
I'm nearly touching the ceiling on, so that's why I see it.
Yeah. Oh,
anyway, we'll put it to one side and say thank you.
Well, it's nice having a little tour around her house.
Yes,
it was
absolutely.
Very clean.
Oh yeah, she was very proud lady. Very, very proud.
She's just said to me, "What about my Welsh dresser? What about my Welsh dresser?"
Well, there you go.
In the kitchen, and we was in the parlour.
I was in the kitchen, yeah. So you see,
I was in the room.
Oh, you see, you've got. Help me! I had to be in the kitchen.
He had to be where the food was. You should know, Tony, by now. He's got to be where the food and drink is.
Anyway, we have come to time.
Oh, bless.
And it's flown tonight. It really has flown through. But we have come to time. We will be back Monday because
No, Tony won't. You South Road, love.
Oh no, we're at South Road. Yes, that's why I couldn't do Monday.
Oh.
Tuesday, I will be doing a philosophical chat with Reverend Nick and the lovely Matthew. The Queen was in the parlour eating bread and honey.
Yeah, she was the queen of her house, Stace. Yes, she was the queen of her house.
then
Thank you.
We'll be back Friday. Are you ladies out anywhere next week?
Tomorrow we are doing a online with Sam Pertz at if you want to join, Tony. And on Sunday I'm doing Louth.
You're doing what?
Louth Spiritual Church on Sunday.
Irene, I thought you said you were at the Lav.
No, not quite, darling. Louth, Louth, between Lincoln and Skeg.
Well, at Thurcroft, we have got Marie Liserman, or whatever you pronounce it. I'm sorry if I said it wrong. If anybody does know a name and I've said it wrong, I do apologise. But she's on at Thurcroft at 7 o'clock on Sunday. You're all welcome to come along to Thurcroft.
Okay. Well,
Saturday social tomorrow.
Yes, Saturday social at Wath Hall tomorrow. Everybody will be welcome. There'll be a cup of tea and stuff for anybody who wants to turn up there. So everybody, please feel free to pop along and to see them all at the Rainbow Project.
I'm hoping to get again.
Oh, lovely.
Right, Jess. I think we start at 6:30, darling. I think we start at 6:30.
When?
Because on Sunday at Louth. I think it's 6:30. 6:30 till 8 divine service. I'm taking Adie's going to meet me there. Adie and Claire are going to meet me there, Jean.
Oh, lovely.
That's really lovely.
So you'll not want me then?
Yeah, of course. Well, you can't anyway. You're at Thurcroft, aren't you, Sunday?
I should have been out anyway. Roger's back now, love.
Yeah.
Oh, well.
I'm only joking.
Yeah. But
anyway, you might not be well enough, sweetheart. You've got to get yourself better first, darling.
Yes,
I'm only thinking about you, darling. That's all.
No, don't. I'm having a joke with you, love.
Oh, right. Okay. See me get it wrong again.
I'm joking.
So, with that, could we have the closing prayer? And if you want to say the night song instead of singing it, Jean.
Right.
It's up to you if you feel up to it.
Okay, can we bow our heads, please, friends? Dear Lord Divine Father, thank you for a wonderful service over the internet this evening. And thank you for all the love and the laughter that has been brought our way. Could we please ask for that any healing energies left go out into the world, Lord? You know where it's needed most. Could I also ask for food for the hungry and a bed for the homeless, Lord? And until we meet again, could I ask for a guardian angel to be with each and every person that's been with us this evening? Amen.
Amen.
Amen. Lord, keep us safe this night, secure from all our fears. May angels guard us while we sleep, till morning light appears. Amen.
Amen.
Oh, it sounded better me saying it.
Anyway, good night. God bless everybody.
Good night. God bless.
Good night, everybody. God bless.
Did you see the signs of